in the news.
At least 153 people in the Mokwa local government area have died following the devastating floods that destroyed homes and displaced thousands of residents a few days ago. The Niger State Emergency Management Agency, NSEMA, confirmed that the death toll had risen sharply from 115 after floods hit the town of Mokwa. NSEMA's acting director general, Ibrahim Husseini, said that more dead bodies were recovered late yesterday beneath the bridge in Mokwa and were subsequently buried this morning. According to the latest figures released, a total of 3,018 individuals have been affected, comprising 503 households. The number of injured persons stands at 11, while the floodwaters have damaged 3 bridges. In Ndayako, another community affected by the flooding, there were no reported deaths, although 98 people were impacted, with 58 houses and 17 households sustaining damage. The agency has continued to monitor the situation closely and is coordinating relief efforts with relevant authorities to assist affected communities. However, scientists have also warned that climate change is fueling more extreme weather patterns. The federal government has announced a landmark initiative under the Renewed Hope Agenda to deliver 77,400 social housing units across Nigeria and launch new Renewed Hope cities in Lagos, Abuja, and Kano in a move to tackle the country's housing deficit. This was disclosed by the Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development, Yusuf Ada, in a statement recently. Said, "The primary mandate of the ministry is to provide mass housing for Nigerians, as we welcome potential collaboration with international partners in achieving this goal." He reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to solving housing challenges through major investments and partnerships. Noting the scope of the ministry's social housing efforts, the Social Housing Initiative will deliver 77,400 housing units, 100 in each of the 774 local government areas. Atta emphasized the importance of clarity and collaboration. The International Air Transport Association, IATA, has revised its global traffic and profit forecasts for 2025, citing headwinds affecting the global economy, with industry leaders warning of the risk of increased tariffs impacting the sector. The association estimated fewer than 5 billion air journeys would take place this year, compared with the previously forecast 5.22 billion. Commercial aviation revenues are expected to remain below the $1 trillion forecast in the previous December projections, with IATA now reporting $979 billion. Walsh, addressing IATA delegates, called for the aviation sector to be spared from increased tariffs, though he did not name U.S. President Donald Trump, who unveiled sweeping duties on trading partners in April. While assessing profits, Walsh warned that perspective is critical to put industry-wide figures into context, saying that per passenger, it was still a narrow margin. Former WBA super middleweight champion George Groves believes Tyson Fury's decision to retire in January is unlikely to be permanent, and that the recent struggles of Anthony Joshua could prompt Fury's return to the ring. Speaking to Express via Lottoland Boxing Betting, Groves expressed confidence that Fury will return once Joshua recovers from injury or surgery, predicting the bout could take place later this year, possibly in Saudi Arabia. They've both been boxing their entire lives. They've earned enough and achieved plenty, but they won't leave the table while there's still something left for them. They'll fight each other, and I'd like to see it. Groves also addressed Fury's multiple retirements, stressing that the 36-year-old's announcement should not be taken at face value. Nigerian music producer Olumide Ogunlade, popularly known as ID Kabasa, has described Senegalese-American singer Akon's recent claims about pioneering Afrobeats as a half-truth, likening it to the colonial-era assertion that Mungo Park discovered the River Niger. Kabasa made the statement while appearing on Sunday's edition of Rubbin' Minds on Channels Television, where he weighed in on the ongoing conversation around the origin and ownership of the Afrobeats genre. He clarified that while Akon's influence in spotlighting Nigerian artists on the global stage was notable, it did not equate to being the originator of the genre. Even the people he mentioned, these guys were already popping, already doing stuff, the producer said. Akon had described himself as a major catalyst for Afrobeat's international breakthrough by introducing business structures that were previously missing in the Nigerian music scene.